Alright, welcome back, y'all. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button, please, and click the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified every time a new video goes up. Okay, so we covered when PNB ROCK lost his life at Chicken and Waffles while dining there with his girlfriend, baby mom, fiance, whatever you want to call her. And at the time when it happened, a lot of people were very upset, including famous rappers like Kodak Black and others were very upset because the initial narrative was that she posted too much on social media. And it was her post dropping their geo link that gave them away their location. And because of that, robbers were able to get to the famous rapper and rob him and take his life. Well, it turns out that that story is probably not quite so. Matter of fact, yesterday, before this information came out to the broader public, Cardi B actually put out a statement saying, we all owe her an apology. We owe PNB ROCK's woman an apology because what really happened is not what we thought happened. Let's get into all that. And by the way, his killer and those associated with him are in custody with some very surprising details. So as this goes, it says that a man and his son is 17 years old, have been arrested for the murder and robbery after rapper PNB ROCK was shot dead. The 17-year-old is thought to be the trigger man, but we're going to explain how it all went down. So a man and his 17-year-old son were charged with murder in the fatal shooting of Philadelphia rapper PNB ROCK at Los Angeles restaurant Roscoes Chicken and Waffles. You might have seen where the 17-year-old was first arrested and the man was on the run. So there was a wanted poster put out for Freddie Lee Throne, 40 years old. However, he has since been arrested as well. Freddie Lee Throne, 40 years old, he was arrested and taken into custody about 1 p.m. in Las Vegas on Thursday. He was charged with 1 count of murder, 2 counts of second-degree robbery, and 1 count of conspiracy to commit robbery. His unnamed teenage son, who was arrested on Tuesday, was charged with the same counts. So they both have a murder charge, they both have robbery charges, and they both have conspiracy to commit robbery charges. PNB ROCK, the 30-year-old Philadelphia hip-hop artist whose legal name is Rakim Allen, was gunned down on September 13th at Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles while eating with his girlfriend. It is said that Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles is pretty close to the airport, and more than likely PNB ROCK was about to fly out. They were on their way to go catch a flight somewhere, so they stopped and got some food. And that was it. Throne's 38-year-old wife. This is the wife of the 40-year-old man that's been arrested, along with his 17-year-old son, who is said to be the trigger man. His wife, Chantel Throne, who is the boy's stepmom, was also arrested and charged with 1 count of being an accessory after the fact to murder. She pleaded not guilty at her arraignment on Thursday. The 17-year-old who remains behind bars, made an initial appearance in juvenile court and was told to return to court next month. In the meantime, he will remain in custody. It is not clear when Freddie Lee Throne will appear in court. That's the father, the 40-year-old. It's not clear when he will appear in court for an extradition hearing or whether any of the defendants have retained an attorney as yet, but they're all in custody. Now, before his death, the robber approached PNB Rock's table, demanded items from him, which we now know to be his chain, his rings, and a watch, a Rolex watch that he was wearing, a flooded iced out Rollie. The robber took the items from the victim and fled. Now, how it all went down, he approached him. He told him, run his shit, give me all your jewelry. PNB Rock did not take his jewelry off, or he didn't take it off quick enough, or he hesitated, which resulted in the 17-year-old shooting him. After he shot him and he went down to the floor, PNB Rock was then robbed. He took all the jewelry off of him after shooting him, and then he ran out the building and to a car that was waiting in the parking lot. PNB Rock was pronounced dead at the hospital. PNB Rock was best known for his 2016 hit Selfish and for making guest appearance on other artists' songs such as YFN Lucci's Every Day We Lit and Ed Sheeran's Cross Me with Chance the Rapper. His latest track, called Love Me Again, was released on September 2nd, and it was also said that he owns all the masters to his music, so therefore all these sales after his death, all the proceeds will go to his children. Now, the part where Cardi B says we owe an apology to PNB Rock's woman because we blamed her first, that might not be so, is this. It's been proven that this trio, to include his stepmom, his dad, and the 17-year-old, were all in the parking lot off Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles before PNB Rock even got there. So when PNB Rock pulled up, they were already there. We don't know if they were there lay waiting, trying to see if anybody famous would come through, looking for a victim. Well, that's when they saw PNB Rock roll in. And of course, he rolled in a luxury car. It wasn't a regular car. And, you know, he came out flashy and he was recognized. And they gave him some time to get into the restaurant. And they went in and did their thing. Here's this thing. There are a lot of people out there who do crime. And when they do crime, they usually send the minors to do it. Under 18. Why? Because the law can recognize that under 18 as not an adult yet. And you can get juvenile time for your crime. However, things have changed. Because being too close to 18, you can definitely be charged as an adult and then face prison time with grown criminals. And in this particular case, I hope that is exactly how it went. Now, if you look at the dynamics of what went down, you got to ask yourself, right? Where's this boy's mom? He was with his stepmother, which is married to his dad. We don't know where his real mother is at. Maybe his daddy is an old gangbanger, gangster, criminal, and his wifey is just his ride or die chick. And this young man is being brought up 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 in this particular lifestyle. We've seen this before where they send the children to go do crimes, from shoplifting to purse snatching, smashing grabs, to stealing cars, you name it, stick up, you name it. So could this have been one of those particular situations? And if it was, does he deserve to be treated as an adult in the court system, or would this be a good time to separate him from these adults who manipulated him and get him some real help and some real rehabilitation? I don't know. I'm starting to look at this one funny. However, I'm absolutely sure that PNB Rock's family wants justice for their loved one. PNB Rock, left Earth at 30 years old with a $3 million net worth. Let that sink in. He was about productivity and progress. And his lights were snuffed out. His life was taken away by non-progressive, non-productive people of his own community and his own kind. I'll leave this one here. Leave your comments in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button because we will follow this through. They've not released a picture of the young man's face as yet. Some states don't. As long as the person is under 18, they won't release the picture. But they have released a picture of the dad, and I'll be trying to find pictures of the young man and of the stepmom as we update this story. Catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.